Ladies and gentlemen, here is the Q&A. Now, these are going to be the questions that all of you guys left in the comment section. Now, I'm going to be answering them and to see what I think about these questions. I mean, I may have different answers for some of them, but let's have fun and let's talk about them, shall we? Starting with, this is going to be coming from Mike Carpet Movies, and they write, top 5 MCU movies. That's a good question. Now, I normally would say I go back and forth when it comes to the Marvel Cinematic Universe because let's just say that their movies are just phenomenal. Well, maybe except for some of them, but mainly the big ones I would say are pretty much good. I mean, the Captain America series is great, the Guardians of the Galaxy movies are fun, the M films are super enjoyable, and even the Avengers movies are pretty dang impressive. But my top 5 favorite MCU movies, well, let's do it in direct order, shall we? Coming in number 5 is going to be Ant-Man and the Wasp. Now, Ant-Man and the Wasp was a movie that was even better and even bigger than what the first one movie did. It's funny, it's enjoyable. Paul Rudd and Evangeline Lilly do a good job. The visuals are nice. Even though it didn't have the much action moments in the movie, it still managed to be one heck of a good movie. I watch this movie every time, and it delivers laughter, enjoyment, and everything. What this movie has done is just so phenomenal. I mean, pretty much this is the underrated version of the Marvel movies, but this one was a masterpiece no matter what, from beginning to end. I really like this one. At number 4 is going to be Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, Guardians of the Galaxy was a great movie. It comes in tie with Captain America: The Winter Soldier as the best comic book movie of 2014. A really smart script, a really great cast, and great moments with the movie, whether it be the action sequences, the character development, or even some of the music they would put in the awesome mixtape. It really was a phenomenal movie and definitely one of James Gunn's best work of the movie. That and the second movie are definitely the best ones. Number 3 is going to be Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange was a super trippy and fun movie. Amazing visuals, great production, cinematography. Benedict Cumberbatch delivers a great performance in this movie. I remember watching this movie back in theaters in IMAX 3D, and it was super trippy and super fun. The way how they introduced this character to the MCU was just golden, and the way how he interacts with each and every character, and I cannot wait to see what Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness is going to bring. Coming at number 2 is going to be Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Captain America: The Winter Soldier was the introduction to the Russo brothers. They delivered a spy film, a thriller film, an emotional film, an action-packed movie. The way how it balances out the characters, it was a grand movie and a masterpiece. I mean, throughout the Captain America movies, this is my favorite one. Sure, many people will pick Civil War, but I feel like Captain America: The Winter Soldier was something big, and it delivered something phenomenal. Coming at number 1 is going to be a tie between both Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. Why did I just put these two in tie? Well, they're the best cinematic experience, the best movie-going experience I had in a while, and definitely one of the best moments of my life when watching these movies. In all my life of watching movies, I never seen something so phenomenal than Avengers Endgame or Infinity War. Infinity War was just a 10-year build-up. The Thanos is great. Every character meeting with any character from the outside of the MCU, would be the Avengers meeting Guardians or Doctor Strange meeting with Iron Man. It's super phenomenal. And with Avengers Endgame, a 3-hour continuation from that movie was super grand. The third act is easily my favorite thing about the movie, and all of it was worth it. So that's going to be that. So to recap the list, number 5 is Ant-Man and the Wasp. Number 4, Guardians of the Galaxy. Number 3, Doctor Strange. Number 2, Captain America: The Winter Soldier. And at number 1 is a tie between both Endgame and Infinity War. What are your top 5 favorite Marvel movies? Let me know. And yeah, thank you for that question. Now, this one's coming from Christian Knight Loves Movies, and they write, who is your favorite movie character of all time? Who is your least favorite movie of all time? Who is your favorite actor or actress? And what is your favorite and least favorite superhero movie? And those are my questions. Well, that's going to be a good one right there, because if I can say my favorite movie character of all time, well, that's going to be a hard one. Mainly since I am a big Spider-Man fan, and would it be Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, or Tom Holland? All of them do a good job in portraying their own version of Spider-Man. Like, I feel like Amy Adams said it best. It's like seeing theater and seeing the characters being portrayed by one of these actors every once in a while, and it's definitely like that. And I think that's why I like about Spider-Man is just that each of those actors do deliver a great performance, whether it be Maguire, Garfield, or even Holland. They just did a phenomenal job. And as for my least favorite movie of all time, that's definitely have to be the 50 Shades of Grey movies. Either the first one, the second one, or third one, they're all really bad. I cannot believe these movies actually do exist. And for a person who would say they would defend those movies, then you really do need some help. I mean, these movies are nothing but stupidness, and I feel bad for the actors who had to be in this stupid movie because all of it is just horrible. When Martin Scorsese said the MCU movies aren't cinema, then I feel like he should look at this and say, this is not cinema. The MCU movies are cinema. As for my favorite actor, I would say it's Bill Hader because everything what Bill Hader does, it's super funny and I love seeing his performance, and would it be a movie or TV show. I mean, sure, I would choose Robert De Niro, Tom Hanks, or Ryan Reynolds, but Bill Hader's just the best. And as one of my favorite actresses, I have to say it's Jessica Chastain. Jessica Chastain is just a lovely actress. I love every movie that she's been in. Not one movie that she's been I hate. I cannot believe she doesn't have an Oscar yet because she does truly deserve the Oscar. Not saying that Jennifer Lawrence did not deserve the Oscar in 2013. I mean, she did a phenomenal job, but just Jessica Chastain did something phenomenal. I mean, there's other actors I like too, like Bryce Dallas Howard, Amanda Seyfried, Emma Watson. I mean, the list can just go on, but I will have to say that for another time. And the next question, he said that what was my favorite comic book movie and least favorite comic book movie. But my favorite comic book movie of all time is going to be Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2, I can just go all day explaining why I love that movie. It's a magnificent sequel, a stronger sequel with a great villain, great characters, and a great tone it tried to do. Sam Raimi giving it a new direction. It really was the best movie for comic book movies for me personally. I mean, I said I like this movie more than anything the MCU has done, so that's just for me personally. And as my least favorite comic book movie, now that's gonna be Batman and Robin, no doubt about that, because Batman and Robin is just an pure embarrassment. I mean, there's nothing memorable or even good about Batman and Robin. I mean, there were some things that I wish they could have done better. I mean, none of it is just so memorable or even good about it. I mean, throughout the movies that DC has given, I mean, sure, Suicide Squad was not good, but I feel like Batman and Robin is even worse than Suicide Squad or any bad DC movie out there. Next question is coming from Jonah Well, and they write, what is your favorite cartoon of all time, your favorite MCU movie, your favorite Star Wars movie? Keep up the good work. Thank you again, Jonah Well, and let's answer your questions, shall we? My favorite cartoon definitely is going to be Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Scooby-Doo, Where Are You is a show I grew up watching as a kid, and as an adult, I still love watching that show. It's super funny, it's creative, I love each and every character, the adventures they go on. It's nonstop fun, and I really like the way how the show is. I'm a bigger Scooby-Doo fan than I am as a SpongeBob fan. And as for my favorite MCU movie, I did say it's a tie between both Endgame and Infinity War. And those movies are just phenomenal in general. And as for my favorite Star Wars movie, that definitely has to be Empire Strikes Back. The best Star Wars movie ever, yes. And I would say Return of the Jedi or even A New Hope, Rise of Skywalker are definitely a few of my favorite ones. Alrighty then, this is the last few questions, and this is coming from Frozen 2 Fan 2004, and they write, favorite YouTuber of all time, favorite and least favorite director movie of all time, favorite movie per month release, thoughts on Into the Unknown on documentary, favorite childhood movies, most boring movie of all time, movies that you think are so bad but entertaining. How would you rank these my top 10 favorite movies of all time? Well, thank you again, Frozen 2 fan, for that for the question, and let me answer that question for you. My favorite YouTuber definitely has to be Animan. He's a great critic, and I love his content, what he puts out every once a week. Sam Raimi is definitely one of my favorite directors. I love his movies. I cannot wait to see what he does with Doctor Strange into the Multiverse of Madness. My least favorite director is Michael Bay. I don't like his movies, and definitely don't think he's my favorite director. Into the Unknown documentary Frozen 2 scene. I have not seen it, but I promise I will so I can do a review on it. My childhood favorite movies are either the first two original Spider-Man movies, Monsters Inc. or Finding Nemo. For boring movie, I would say is Abominable. I respect your opinion if anyone liked it. I mean, great animation, but the story is not that good. A movie that I think it's so bad but good at the same time, I gonna have to say Transformers Age of Extinction. I mean, as much as I was entertained with the action scenes and some of the Autobot stuff, It was bad, but so good at the same time. I mean, that's just me though. And lastly, how would I rank your favorite movies of all time? Well, I'd say number 1 is Avengers Endgame, number 2 is Infinity War, number 3 Inception, number 4 is Utopia, number 5 is Frozen 2, number 6 Dark Knight, number 7 Empire Strikes Back, number 8 Soul, number 9 Spirited Away, number 10 Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and lastly is gonna be Interstellar. So that's going to be all it for the Q&A. Thank you again who submitted their questions, and I really did enjoy answering them. So as always, take care and see you guys next time.